Good afternoon from Highbury Islington station. Today, doing the overground to West Croydon. All trains to Surrey Quays, apart from platforms 1 and 2. Platform 1 for Crystal Palace, and this platform number 2, for West Croydon. Platform 7 is for all trains towards London Junction. For stations beyond London Junction, take the first train and change there if necessary. All trains from platform 7. All trains from platform 8 go to Stratford. All trains from platforms 2, 3 and 4 at Dalston Junction go to Surrey Quays. Stations beyond Surrey Quays, take the first train and change there if necessary. All trains from platform 1 at Dalston Junction go to Highbury and Islington. So if your train terminates at Dalston Junction and you want to go to Highbury and Islington, change at Dalston Junction. It's time to go. Next station, Canonbury. All trains go to Shoreditch. So you don't have to worry about being on the correct train. Unless you're headed beyond Surrey Quays, like to Crystal Palace, West Croydon. That's the Canonbury curve, which connects the North London line with the East Coast main line as mentioned previously.
The next station is Canonbury. Change here for London Overground services to Richmond and Stratford. Dalston Junction. To help someone who's been homeless or asking for money, donate to Whitechapel mission. Any donations will be used carefully, and your generosity will be welcome.
You must have a valid ticket or Oyster card to use this train. If you do not, you may have to pay a penalty fare. Thank you. Tomorrow is going to be Gospel Oak to Barking, and then Clapham Junction and New Cross. There goes a train to Highbury and Islington from West Croydon. now enter a tunnel. Then we're in a tunnel for 12 minutes between Shoreditch High Street and Surrey Quays.
The next station is Dalston Junction.
So if I was to repeat the full journeys in 2022 and wanted to do the Northern Line, I'd have to wait till after May, because there'll be no trains because the bank branch between Moorgate and Kennington will be closed from January to May. And over there is a train awaiting departure for New Cross.
This is Dalston Junction.
I think it's a bit too hot to wear a coat.
This is the London Overground service to West Croydon. The next station is Haggerston. You must have a valid ticket or Oyster card to use this train. If you do not, you may have to pay a penalty fare. Thank you.
Haggerston. For some reason I thought that the ramp that you just saw was for passenger use, but it's actually used by members of staff, by members of TfL staff. I'm going to try and get all of these journeys finished as soon as I can. Next train will be for New Cross and is in 5 minutes.
The next station is Hoxton.
No, oh, that's a Crystal Palace train.
Donate to Whitechapel Mission. Any donations will be used carefully, and your generosity will be welcomed.
I'm guessing the 4th train will be for Clapham Junction. That train must have been for Dalston Junction and or Highbury Islington. Could be Highbury Islington, but not sure. The only trouble of getting all these journeys done as soon as possible is college. So when I do have a day off college, I can go out and do these journeys. And if I manage to complete them by the end of the month, then I might be able to do some flights. I can also get them done, if not by the end of November 2021, then by the end of December 2021.
The next station is Hoxton.
So in December, sometime in December, I should be getting a booster jab. I got my first coronavirus vaccination jab back in April, then second jab in July, and booster in December. I think it's going to be like 5 months difference between the second jab and the booster. Well, it's 3 months difference between the first and second jabs.
This is Hoxton.
Hoxton.
West Croydon. The next station is Shoreditch High Street.
And if I do manage to get up early before college on Monday morning, I can try doing the barking if I can do tomorrow. Like tomorrow, I'll have to go to the gym at 4:20 p.m. I think I can manage Clapham Junction and New Cross before then if I get up early tomorrow morning. Then on Wednesday I can try doing the Lee Valley lines. Friday, Rumford to Upminster, Liverpool Street to Shenfield, and also then Paddington, Hayes and Harlington and Reading, and possibly Heathrow Airport by the end of the day. Then during the weekend I could also do London trams provided they're open. And if I don't do the Olympia line by the last weekend in November, then I'll do the Olympia branch on the first weekend of December. Yeah, I think the non-stop southern trains between London Bridge and Norwood Junction are actually Epsom trains, as well as a few Caterham and Tattenham Corner trains dividing and attaching at Purley.
The next station is Shoreditch High Street.
Shoreditch High Street. Get Thameslink services that overtake us between New Cross Gate and Norwood Junction. It'll be Peterborough to Horsham, Brighton to Bedford, Brighton to Cambridge, and Gatwick Airport to Bedford via Redhill. Just saw a remembrance roundel here at Shoreditch High Street. I'll come back to see it tomorrow. Security. If you fly with British Airways, be careful as they charge you extra for seat reservation. The only exception is for first class passengers. A C2C Class 357 from Shoeburyness. Yes, forgot to mention that on weekends C2C operates trains to Fenchurch between Liverpool Street and Shoeburyness via that's
Whitechapel. Change here for the London Underground, District and Hammersmith City Line. Alight here for the Royal London Hospital.
Yes, here at Whitechapel is a bit strange. The overground trains are underground, and the District and Hammersmith and the City Line trains on the underground are overground. I've also been informed that Waterloo and City Line, that normal services will eventually resume on Waterloo and City Line, but only during Mondays to Fridays, and there'll be no service on Saturdays or Sundays. During before March 2020, before the pandemic kicked in, there was like Monday to Friday 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. and Saturdays 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. and no trains on Sundays. It will be like that again, except no trains on Saturdays or Sundays. Yes, some tube stations also have some artwork. Noah's Arch. It says there, Noah's Arch. Actually, Shadwell Gardens.
As this station has a short platform, please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train.
Yeah, that announcement was brought in when they added an extra car on the original 4-car trains.
The London Overground service to West Croydon. The next station is Hoxton.
We'll soon be going underneath the Thames.
short platform. Please ensure you are travelling to the correct part of the train.
That train's going to Dalston Junction. More artwork on the tube.
This is Rotherhithe. Please note that you can only alight from the front 4 coaches, and this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train. This is the London Overground service to West Croydon. The next station is Canonbury. For asking for money, donate to the Whitechapel mission. Any donations will be used carefully, and your generosity will be welcome. Change here for London Underground Mildmay line. Would have to please note that due to a short platform, the rear doors of the last coach will not open. Customers please note that you can only alight from the front 4 coaches, as this station has a short platform. Please ensure you are travelling in the correct part of the train.
It's actually quicker to take the Victoria line on the southern train between between Highbury Islington and West Croydon. It only takes about 50 minutes. 50.
Change here for London Underground Mildmay line. Customers please note that due to a short platform, the rear doors of the last coach will not open. This is the London Overground service to West Croydon. The next station is Surrey. You know what it says?
Mind the doors, please.
The next station is Surrey. Change here for London Overground services to New Cross and Clapham Junction. Please keep your luggage with you at all times and report anything suspicious to a member of staff.
Finally out in daylight, or should I say nightlight. Seeing how it's now dark outside. Yeah, sunset is now at 4:20 p.m.
This is Surrey. Change here for London Overground services to New Cross and Clapham Junction. Please keep your luggage with you at all times and report anything suspicious to a member of staff. This is the London Overground service to West Croydon. The next station is
There's two branches of the Brighton Main Line. There's the Victoria branch and then there's the London Bridge branch. And there's a depot over there. With the quicker way of getting from Highbury Islington to West Croydon. Victoria line to Victoria, then a southern train to bound for West Croydon. The train must go via Albury. However, London Overground is more of a direct route rather than having to change a train.
The next station is New Cross Gate. Change here for National Rail services. Alight here. Alight here for Goldsmiths, University of London. Please keep your luggage with you at all times and report anything suspicious to a member of staff.
Yeah, I did go past New Cross Gate before, but it was on Thameslink train to Brighton or maybe Gatwick Airport. I don't remember just looking at the planes at Gatwick.
This is New Cross Gate. Change here for National Rail services. Alight here.
Also much sound.
And then you have the battle here if you wanted to become the first.
Next southern train is in 5 minutes bound for London Victoria from platform 2. A pair of 7 Class 377s en route to Epsom. Yeah, platform 2 should be a London Victoria train.
No, I forgot.
And there's a Sainsbury's nearby. I could do some shopping, but I don't have any bags with me. If I was to go to Sainsbury's, I could only get myself one thing. Or a couple of things if I have more bags with me. Maybe even one bag, just for a couple of things for the next week. There is a Thameslink train. Thameslink train is bound for Peterborough, I'm guessing, or no, it said Cambridge North. So Brighton to Cambridge North it must be. So I'm probably not gonna leave the country until I get my booster. Maybe I'll go abroad in January. But only when I can only do long haul flights when I do not have any college, like when it's a holiday. Oh yeah, broccoli. No fake news here. Green chain walk via public footbridge. Oh yeah, I will probably go back via Victoria, go back home.
me do it 3 times. Right? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
I could also walk to East Croydon station or take a train from West Croydon to Selhurst, then change at Selhurst for an East Croydon bound train, or stay on that train from West Croydon to to Victoria or to London Bridge. And Southern services do run non-stop between Norwood Junction and London Bridge. A few Thameslink services also call it Norwood Junction, such as Brighton to Gatwick, I mean Bedford to Gatwick Airport via Redhill. I did actually go to Brighton in August, but my nan drove us all the way there. Could have taken the train from Victoria, London Bridge, or St Pancras. Southern trains still call at East Croydon, Gatwick Airport, Hayward Heath, and Brighton.
Yeah, and since you beat me 3 times, you're now the 3rd champion. So now you have to go against him, and you have to beat him 5 times to get your 1st championship back. Come on, let's go.
The next station is Honor Oak Park. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
He already has 1 point because 2 points, 2 nil. 3 nil. 1 3. 4 nil. Oh my god, going down with a bang, mate.
Just in case the aircraft you're travelling on doesn't have any power outlets,
Sorry.
then bring your own battery. Make sure it's fully charged.
Alright, redo the match. We are redoing the match. Come on, mate. You can do this. You can do anything. You can try. I just wanted one of them. Good luck, son, that my mum will win.
There is another Thameslink train. Didn't say, unfortunately. Must be an empty train, not in service.
You're doing it too quickly, so he knows your every single move. 5 nil. You know what, Sam? Since you beat him, guess what's gonna happen now? You have to battle me, and if you lose, he gets his championship.
Yeah, it's better to do them during the day because, especially with Christmas coming.
He gets his championship back, and you're not a champion unless you beat me.
But if I'm flying, then it doesn't really matter that much.
Let's go, boy. I'm practically like the Guardian. I'm practically the one that orders you the ability to get your powers. So, wait, listen. I'm gonna see about that. We just passed on road. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors.
Some currencies might have the exact same value, like
Rock,
1 Singapore dollar is 1 Australian dollar.
Next station is Forest Hill. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
That's a
Oh, shit.
Thameslink train that's full. Brighton to Bedford or Gatwick Airport to Bedford, not Bradford. Bradford is in Yorkshire near Leeds, and there's also Leeds Bradford International Airport. Forest Hill Superstore.
The London Overground service. Next station is to Whitechapel.
I'm still not sure whether a scooter can be hand baggage or a checked baggage. And London Overground services to Crystal Palace. Speaking of which, National Rail services also go to Crystal Palace, not just the Overground. Can't see where that Thames Link train is going, unfortunately, because it's too fast. But I don't think it's stopping at Norwood Junction, unfortunately. You're welcome. And I know passes to Crystal Palace. Yeah, if the line between Wandsworth Road and Clapham Junction is blocked, then some London Overground trains will have to terminate at Battersea Park instead. At Battersea Park you can change for National Rail services, also for the Northern Line from Battersea Power Station. And possibly for riverboat services from Battersea Pier. The train's now leaving. Could have been for Peterborough, that train. But I couldn't see. Some stations may offer toilets, whether inside the ticket barrier or outside the ticket barrier.
Please keep your luggage with you at all times and report anything suspicious to your member of staff.
If it gets extremely cold, then I'll wear my jacket.
The train now standing at platform 2 is London Overground service to West Croydon, calling at Amerley, Norwood Junction and West Croydon.
Straight for Hoxton Town from the 4 carriages. I imagine that the line between Colston Town and Tattenham Corner is closed due to planned engineering works. Couldn't see where that was going. Could be London Bridge, could be Bedford, could be Peterborough, could be anywhere.
The next station is Amerley. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
Arnley. Open door in emergency. 1. Pull handle. 2. Wait for train to stop. 3. Pull doors open. Penalty for improper use.
This is Amerley. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is the London Overground service to West Croydon.
The 249 bus is terminating here. That train is for Brighton, I think.
Yeah, but he had to do his lesson, so he went. Yeah, he went.
I did.
He had work.
I will not
Wait. Just call her Auntie Debbie. Because the friend won't be Debbie. Like people on the phone. My mom.
Yeah.
It just sounds. At least we got to know about the next stop.
I think the yeah, they open on this side, don't they?
I met a man.
Which side of the doors open at Norwood Junction? This side or the other side? Oh, okay. I'm not sure. Haven't really been through Norwood Junction in a while. Just want to get the button to try and open the door. Over there, it's a that's a Southern train bound for London Bridge.
On the map.
Look on the map above you.
Next station is Norwood Junction. Change here for National Rail service. Please mind the gap between the
Norwood
train
Junction is
and the
West
platform.
Croydon.
That sounds
My house. Your house. I live here.
Sorry, just gonna
I know you live here.
touching the button. That's all.
Work here.
Norwood Junction. Here we
I
are.
don't work here. I can see somebody running. I can see Sarah. Down below. Very funny. I can see Sarah. I can see Isaac running around crying. Where's Samuel?
This is Norwood Junction. Change here for National Rail service. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. This is the London Overground service to West
Oh, so it's this side.
Next station
The right side.
West Croydon. You must have a valid ticket or Oyster card to use this train. If you do not, you may have to pay a penalty fare. Thank you. To help someone use seat very
Platform 4, National Rail, East Croydon, South Croydon, Purley Oaks, Purley, Kenley, Whiteleaf South and Caterham. Trains could also be going to Brighton or Gatwick Airport. At West Croydon, we're not sure whether we'll be using the Bay platform, Platform 1, or going to Platform 4, reversing and deciding just west of the station and reversing to Platform 3 before continuing northbound to Highbury and Islington. Over there is Selhurst Depot. Southern could also operate train services between Victoria and London Bridge via Selhurst and Lord Junction. They used to run from Victoria to London Bridge via Clapham High Street and Queens Road Peckham before London Overground took over the South London line, which now extends beyond Queens Road Peckham to Dalston Junction via Surrey Quays, and in some cases Highbury and Islington. The Brighton main line leaves us here. Over there is a Thameslink train bound for Gatwick Airport, awaiting arrival into East Croydon Station. We also go beneath the Victoria branch of the Brighton main line. And that there is a Highbury and Islington bound overground train. As I noticed the orange seats that you see here and here and the rest of the train. We're now approaching West Croydon. I assume that the doors will be opening on the left hand side here at this station, West Croydon. In my old school, phones weren't allowed, not even during lunch. Now my college phones are only allowed outside of lessons. So when I went to school, I had to turn my phone off. And the moment I left school, I could only turn my phone on once I had left the school, once I had actually left the school building and the school grounds. Lines served by the class 378, not that much on the Watford DC line, is entirely overtaken by class 710s, which have replaced the ageing fleet of class 172s and class 317s and 315s. We're just waiting think we're now waiting for an empty platform at West Croydon. That's a southern train. Didn't say where it's going, but it could either be Victoria or London Bridge. Yeah, we're now proceeding to West Croydon. We could be entering platform 1, so therefore doors will open on the left.
West Croydon, our final stop. Change here. Alight here for London Tram and National Rail services. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform. Thank you for travelling with London Overground.
Welcome to West Croydon. We're approaching platform number 1. Doors will open on the left-hand side. So the train on platform 4 will be a southern service from London Bridge. Sorry about that. I am always careful, I mean most of the time, with trying to not drop my phone. Use ramp on platform 3 to exit via car park. Step 3, exit to platform 4 via street. That train over there is for Victoria. Could also be... That train's for Victoria. And there's someone sorting out the ramp for a wheelchair user. First I'll have to tap out. This is a class 455. A very old tin can that will eventually be replaced by the class 376. The class 376 trains are currently in service with South Eastern. If South Eastern does replace the class 376 with the 707, not to be confused with the Boeing 707, it's actually the class 707 that was used by South Western Railway. Then maybe Southern can have the class 376 trains. This train is now ready to depart for London Victoria via Norbury. (455-828) is this tin can leaving for Victoria via Norbury. Yes. I could also do the staircase at Wapping Station because I decided to look at the lifts. "19 steps from the platform to the footbridge." Then there's 26 here. And about 32 steps here, an additional 6 steps. That train is for... Oh, it says "Thank you NHS." It's for Epsom Downs. It did actually say thank you NHS just now, now it says Epsom Downs. I believe this is 377450. Next train to Highbury and Islington departs will be here 15 minutes later. I think this train is empty. It's not going to continue to Epsom Downs, is it? Nope, it just terminates here, then the train after this will be for Epsom Downs. And it's going to go into the reverse siding. Goodbye 377450. I assume this train will then go to London Bridge via Norwood Junction.
The 1704 Southern service to Epsom Downs is delayed.
If this train leaves, then I'll have to wait another 15 minutes for a Highbury and Islington train. Come on, you're in the way. Ah, finally. And the train has now stopped into the reversing siding. All the driver has to do now is to change the cab. And it's now 5 PM, 1 hour later, and I'm here in West Croydon. Now I have to tap out. Maybe try and find a toilet if I can. But anyways, that's it. Hope you enjoyed this full journey all the way from Highbury and Islington to West Croydon. That's it for today, and tomorrow I'll do Gospel to Barking, Clapham Junction, Dalston Junction to Clapham Junction, and Dalston Junction